Thank you very much again. My name is Stephen, son of Medi Studios here. So today we are going to learn about wedding photography and how to edit wedding photography using Adobe Lightroom. So one thing you're gonna learn about wedding photography is that it's a tiresome job, yeah, because you got a huge amount of images that you may shoot during your wedding, and sometimes it depends the kind of wedding that you are attending and you are covering. But most of the wedding, also here in Africa, where you have to, everybody has to attend the wedding, you find yourself with a lot of images, or maybe you have to hire another photographer, one or two, to work with you, and you find out at the end of the day you have so many images compiling your drive, and you are wondering, how am I going to tackle this and edit all these photos at once? But Lightroom is one of the best software you cannot ever imagine, and you can edit all the photos together. And one thing I like about Lightroom is that you can be able to ledger all these photos here in catalog and be able to edit them together one by one. And another thing is that you can be able to copy paste the setting, and editing one image photos look the same. Editing of photography does not just start in the software, it starts with the image itself. Wherever you go to the field, you just make sure that the images you are taking there, make sure that they look the same, so that you have that perspective of how to edit them once you get back to your computer. And one thing I do when I'm shooting the wedding, I just make sure that I'm using maybe one lens at a certain area, and every area got the same settings, so that at least I don't have to spend more time on editing all these one by one. Actually, I check every photo and I edit every photo one by one, but there's those basic settings that you don't have to keep editing them. And to save your time, you will have to edit all of them together. Like these photos here, these three photos here, they were shot at a certain place, one area, both of them, this one, that one, and that one. So you can be able to edit this photo and try to copy the others, because the area look the same and the lighting setup look the same, including the background look the same. Compared with another image here, this three, it was this photo was shot at loud noon. The sun was very harsh, and we had no enough time to look for another area. We had only a few less than 10 minutes to do all this photo shoot, and go back to the venue. So you imagine you shoot them at the same time and try to shoot them at the same setup, so that once you get back to the editing, you just have to work on one photo and be able to copy the basic setting, and you will just have to, you left with just correcting the other areas that are needed to correct. So one thing I'll do here, I'll show you on how to edit these photos and be able to copy paste some of them. So I'll start with this photo here. When you check this photo here, one thing you learn about the wedding photography is that most of the photos will have a lot of white, and it has a theme. Maybe the venue they chose on their wedding. And one thing as a photographer you need to understand is this: you have to understand the location and the theme of the color, so that by the time you're going to do the photo shoot, at least you can be able to match them in the background. I'm one of the guys that love matching the background with the color of the theme of the wedding. One thing I want to show you is that when I want to demonstrate using this one image here. So I want to edit these three images at once, but just want to edit one and copy the setting to the other settings. So what you do, you just come here and just try to edit this photo. Let me try to do it very fast, and then check the color. Just want this to be a bit of green in the background, not to be too much. Just to check the hue and reduce a bit of that greenish. Then I'm gonna do lens correction. So this photo here, I've edited it. So what I'm going to do, you're going to right click here, come to development settings, and then you come to copy settings, and then you can have all the settings that you have done here. The white balancing, the basic correction tools, and then you can about tone curving, clarity, and then we can check all this kind of, even the color look the same, and also yeah, we can copy this. Then what you're going to do, you're going to select these two photos here, so you can check that and that one, and then you can right click and just come here back to development setting, and you come to paste settings. So you copy and then paste. Now you can check that these two photos here, now this photo have changed, they look the same like this one, because the settings were the same, and these photos were taken at the same place in the starting point. And one thing, I just have to make sure that you post your couples very well, and just make sure that you have captured the good image if you have time. That's why I had to ask this guy to remove his coat, so that I can be able to capture a good image, so that this gown here can match very well with this shirt here. You know, when you have good towards here, you are able to when you are editing, you're able to match this this bluish of the sea and the blue of the sky, and try to still match it with this gown, so that you don't have to have much highlights, because it was just during the Sunday too. This photo here was taken in the morning, and they were in a different setup. You understand now, they were in a different setup compared with another photo here, which was taken during the day in the same outfit, but in a different setup, in a different light conditions. So you have to realize that you have to adjust, so you cannot edit this one and this one at the same time. So what you do, Lightroom will help you to be able to compare different photos, different situations, and of the same people and a different situation, be able to copy the images of be able to copy the image, setting of the image that you want. And at the end of the day, you realize that you spend less time once you able to arrange all these photos at once. One thing you should realize that during the morning, just make sure that those photos, you show them at the same conditions, the same setup, and then you during the photo shoot, just make sure that every place, every setup has a different or the same kind of setting, so that by the time you're going to edit your photo, you find yourself you are spending less time editing this kind of photo. So keep on watching and following up to our YouTube channel. My name is Stephen, son of Media Studios. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please just click on that button and make sure that you give us a like, and turn on the notification button for videos every day. Every day we post videos about photography and editing.